Before you click away, this isn't just another car review. What you're about to hear might change the way you think about SUVs forever. I'm talking about real capability, real numbers, real performance, the kind of stuff most channels ignore. This isn't fluff. This is raw info delivered in a way that keeps you watching and learning the whole time. Imagine you're standing in a showroom floor, lights gleaming off a forest green beast of a machine, a rugged SUV that looks like it could conquer every road in the world and still park perfectly in a mall lot. Today we're going deep. Not boring brochure recitals, not fake reviewer talk. Real details you need to actually understand what makes this SUV tick. From suspension geometry to infotainment functions, fuel economy, safety features, and everything in between. Stick with me, because by the end of this, you'll know this vehicle like it's your own. When you first see it, that deep green finish, there's a presence. Not loud, not flashy, just confident. It sits tall with those big tires, black accents, and a face that says it's happy both on highway asphalt and rugged trails. But let's start under the hood, where the heart really is. Lift the hood, and you're not greeted by clutter. Instead, everything looks purposeful. This SUV sports a turbocharged 4-liter boxer engine, meaning the cylinders lay flat, which gives a lower center of gravity. That's not marketing, that's physics. Lower center of gravity. Better balance on twisty roads and less body roll. That matters when you're attacking sharp corners or climbing uneven terrain. Most SUV buyers only glance at horsepower and torque numbers. But here, they matter. With around 260 horsepower and 277 lb-ft of torque, this machine isn't a dragster. It's a real mover. On the highway, it accelerates with confidence. In city traffic, it feels smooth and refined. Combine that with a 7-speed automatic transmission that shifts seamlessly when you're cruising and holds gears longer when you're hungry for power. And you're onto something special. Now think about fuel economy. A big engine usually means thirst. But thanks to advanced fuel injection and cylinder management, you're looking at surprisingly efficient figures for this class. Around the city, you'll hover near the mid-20s in MPG. On open roads, into the 30s. That's not luxury car territory. But for a capable off-road SUV with real weight and real ability, that's damn impressive. Let's talk suspension. Because when you buy an SUV for adventure, the way it handles bumps and uneven ground is everything. This SUV uses a double wishbone front suspension and a multi-link rear setup. Translation? The car stays planted. When others bounce over rough ground, this one absorbs and adapts. Even at speed down a gravel path, it doesn't feel like you're driving a washing machine on wheels. You feel in control, confident, even aggressive if that's your style. Now, let's slide inside, because this interior deserves attention. Step in, and you feel surrounded by intentional design. Black leather seats with thoughtful stitching, comfortable, supportive, and adjustable so that whether you're 5'2" or 6'4", you find your sweet spot. Rear seats fold flat with a single lever, so if you're loading gear for a weekend camping trip, you're not fumbling with awkward latches. The infotainment screen is crisp and responsive. Unlike the laggy systems you see in other SUVs, Apple CarPlay and Android Auto come standard, meaning your phone feels like part of the car. Navigation is sharp, and the voice commands actually work well. You can rely on it while driving, not fight with it. But tech isn't just about screens. Safety tech here is serious. Adaptive cruise control that actually stays smooth. Lane keep assist that doesn't jerk the wheel. Blind spot monitoring that genuinely warns you before something gets too close. I've seen cars with all these features that feel confused. This system feels confident. That gives you peace of mind. And that's worth more than flashy specs sometimes. Friends, let's talk real-world adventures. On the highway, this SUV feels planted. There's no nervous twitching over expansion joints or crosswinds. On gravel roads, the tires bite, and the body leans just enough. to let you feel connected without feeling unstable. And out in the wilderness, where most SUVs start to beg for mercy, this one just keeps going. Don't get me wrong, it's not a hardcore rock crawler, like some purpose-built rigs. But for mixed terrain, mud, dirt, grass, shallow streams, it handles them confidently. Toyota's 4WD systems are legendary for a reason, and this one is no exception. With selectable drive modes, you can choose comfort for city roads, snow mode for slippery conditions, and off-road mode for trails. It's not just marketing language. You feel the difference. Let's shift back inside for a moment, because long drives matter. Comfort over long distances can make or break your experience. Seat heaters and ventilated seats mean you're comfortable in cold mornings and humid afternoons alike. The dual-zone climate control keeps everyone happy. Cabin noise? Minimal. On a long drive, that quiet comfort adds up. You get less fatigue, more enjoyment, more time actually living the journey, rather than wishing it was over. Some SUVs skimp on cargo space, but not this one. With the rear seats up, you have enough room for luggage, groceries, gear, you name it. Fold them down, and you'd be surprised how flat and usable the space becomes. That's real practicality, the kind that matters on daily errands and weekend getaways. Now let's talk tires, because tires are the unsung heroes. These all-terrain wheels here give confidence. On pavement, they're quiet. On dirt, they grip. That's not an accident. That's thoughtful engineering. Tires make or break capability, and these are chosen to match the spirit of the SUV. Versatile, rugged, capable. Some critics say that SUVs are too big, too thirsty, too unnecessary. But here's the truth. When you have a vehicle that genuinely balances real capability, modern comfort, thoughtful tech, and fuel efficiency that doesn't feel like punishment, it changes your perspective. You stop thinking in excuses and start thinking in experiences. Look around the showroom. Other vehicles look shiny and new, but cookie cutter. This SUV has character. It feels like it could be your partner on gravel roads, city commutes, mountain passes, family trips, and everything in between. I'm not here to sell you a dream. I'm here to tell you what this machine actually is. And it's impressive. It's not perfect. No car is, but it delivers where many others promise and fail. It's confident on pavement, competent on trails, comfortable inside, packed with tech you'll use every day, and built for drivers who don't want compromises. So what's my final take? If you want a reliable SUV that's more than just a label, that's capable in real conditions, that feels modern without being needlessly complicated, this is one of the strongest contenders in its class. It's a vehicle that makes sense with every mile you put on it. Thanks for sticking with me. If you're serious about choosing the right SUV, not just the popular one, comment below and let me know what terrain you want to tackle next. I'll be dropping real-world comparison videos soon that break down performance, monthly costs, and ownership insights you won't want to miss. And before you go, hit the like button if you learned something today. Share this with someone who's SUV shopping. And subscribe because the next video is going to go even deeper. See you in the next one.